This is a top accolade African news update. I am Sori Bifa Jagrich. Nigerian's President Bola Tinubu has formed a task force to come up with an emergency solution to try and fix the country's ailing economy. The prices of food and fuel have shot up, but many are struggling as their wages are not keeping up with the changes. The severe economic difficulties have led to widespread hardship and mounted pressure on Mr. Tinubu's administration. Some have pointed to the government's dropping of the fuel subsidy and allowing the currency, the naira, to devalue as being among the causes of the problems. But the authorities have argued that reforming the economy is essential for the future of the country. The president has directed the team to submit a comprehensive plan of economic interventions within 2 weeks, which will then be implemented over the next 6 months. The task force is made up of key government officials and industry leaders. The president also established the Presidential Economic Coordination Council (PECC), which he will chair to oversee the economic reforms. The French National Assembly has overwhelmingly approved the resolution condemning the 1961 Paris massacre of Algerians. Some historians say up to 300 protesters were killed when police broke up a demonstration in support of Algerian independence. Some were beaten to death, others drowned in the river Seine. The resolution also calls for an official day of commemoration. The massacre happened in the context of the Algerian independence war. The police prefect in charge, Maurice Papin, was later convicted of crimes against humanity for collaborating with the Nazis. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has urged the citizens to make themselves available for the country's census in May and to be truthful when asked the census questions. When data collectors come to your homes during the census, please provide them with honest answers to their questions, President Museveni posted on X. This is in order to enable them to process the most accurate information about you, your household, institutions, and community, Museveni said, adding that accurate responses will enable the government to accurately plan the delivery of public services. Uganda is set to hold the census between 10 and 9 May. It is the 6th census in the country's history and first that will be done digitally. The exercise was postponed from the initial scheduled dates in August last year due to financial challenges amid international funding cuts linked to Uganda's controversial anti-homosexuality law. It is budgeted to cost 134 billion Uganda shillings, that is $34 million or 27 million euros. Uganda last census in 2014 placed the population at 34 million. The state's statistics agency estimates that the population has grown by more than 30% since then and now surpasses 45 million. Police in Togo have broken up an opposition news conference that was called to address the controversial constitutional reform. On Monday, the parliament voted for a new constitution which changes the presidential system to a parliamentary one. But with less than a month before legislative elections, the opposition fears the change will clear the way for the long-serving president, Farrell Nashibe, to remain in power indefinitely. Around 30 police officers armed with truncheons broke up the gathering called by opposition party and civil society groups. Police said the event in the capital, Lome, was not authorized. Nathaniel Olumpoi, the event organizer, termed the new constitution a coup that seeks to deprive the Togolese people of the rights to choose their presidents, AFP news agency reported. I call on the Togolese people to stand up and stop this disastrous plan, Olumpoi said. It is not clear when the changes proposed by lawmakers, mostly from the ruling Union for the Republic, UNIR, will come into force. That is the size of top accolade African news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Thursday.